Hello. Hi, everybody. It's Christy Faith. How are you tonight? How are you, everybody? Welcome to the live. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. Hello. Welcome. Come on in. Let's talk homeschooling. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk homeschooling. Ask me any question that you have regarding homeschooling. Come on in, everybody. Hi, I see you guys there. I'm Christy Faith. I can answer, hopefully, most of your questions regarding homeschooling tonight. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. I see you. Oh, I see familiar faces. This is so exciting. Right now, we're live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Come on in. I'm here to answer your homeschooling questions. I see your beautiful faces. I see people that I recognize. Yay! I see my friends. This is so exciting. Welcome. Come on in. We just finished dinner. It's a Friday night and I was craving hot wings. And so we ordered in hot wings. It's like my favorite dinner. It's awful. I love bar food. Hi, welcome everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Yesterday, I was talking about a big mom fail that I had, and then I got distracted and never shared my mom fail. Raise your hand if you had a mom fail this week, because I did. Or double tap. That's a great way to. Hi, Nita. Welcome. Come on in, you guys. Let's ask your homeschool questions. But I'm talking about the big mom fail that I had this week. I feel awful. And double tap if you had a mom fail this week. But I took my 3 girls to get their hair cut. And I told the hairdresser, take off as much as needed to take off. Oh no, I hear one of my kids crying. Is she okay? Okay. And the hairdresser did that. Oh, how do you divide fractions? Oh my goodness, you're cracking me up. Yeah, that would be a mom fail for me too. Can we circle back to math? Homeschooling math. Anyway, I told my hairdresser, and she does my hair, I told her, take off what's needed. I know there's a lot of dead ends. It had been a while. And my girl's hair was like really long. And so she did. And it looks really cute. But I had a lot of tears for hours after about how short the hair was. Now it's about here. It's still maybe here. Anyway, I feel really bad. We have some tears. Do you guys have... So sorry. I know I just went live, but there's some tears in my house right now. I think there's a little bit of conflict. Okay. Oh, Jennifer, hi. You started pulling Advent ornaments on your tree. Oh, how fun. What do you guys do for Advent? So today's December 2nd. Okay, so I'm a little bit extra when it comes to Christmas. I'm just warning you now. To the point where I take out stuff out of my homeschool so that I can add Christmas stuff in. And the big thing we do every year, and it's big for our family because it's expensive, and it's like, this is your big thing, is my kids love, one time during the holiday season, we go to like the local pottery painting place where you paint the pottery and then they fire it for you and then you come back a week later. And we do that every year. And then the other big thing that we do per year, which is a big gift, I consider it part of a Christmas gift, is we buy tickets to go to one of those walk-through Christmas lights displays. And, when you have a family of 6, that gets pricey. What do you guys have in your area that you do? I live in Denver, so there's quite a bit. Hello, come on in, guys. Ask your homeschooling. Yes, I know the pottery painting, and it's kind of big, and I encourage the kids. So I don't know, maybe I'm a sucker. Maybe I need an intervention. But I tell my kids, if you're feeling like you want to make a gift for someone, please do. But they only get to go once a year unless they ask to go for their birthday. Because I'm not kidding. I don't know about places near you, but I live in Denver. When I take my 4 kids to a pottery place, even when I give them a pretty strict budget, it's like $100. It's $100. That's a Christmas gift. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's pricey, but it's become a tradition. And so it's in the Christmas budget. Like, that's one of the things that they get for Christmas. So they have a choice. They can make it a gift for a grandparent, but I also let them make something for themselves. Like, they have one, last year they had a a snowball with a snowman that was a candle holder where you can put a battery candle in it, and I let them make something for themselves. I'm such a sucker. But anyway, okay. Yes, you do Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You have a bunch of stuff and you do. I want to hear what you guys do for Advent, different activities that you do. I want to know if you guys are stressed out yet for Christmas. And in my community, we're going to be talking about next week how to thrive during the holidays and have a peaceful existence rather than being completely stressed out during the holidays. Oh, your 6-year-old gets a new pair of overalls. That's so cute. And who does Christmas pajamas? A lot of people do Christmas pajamas, like family matching. I want to know. That's so cute. If you do that, I want to see pictures. I don't know how you would share the pictures. Instagram? You would tag me on Instagram. Yes.
Jessica has a question.
Hi, Jessica.
What curriculum would you recommend for 9th grade?
Oh, my goodness. What kind of homeschooler are you? Do you know your homeschooling style? That's what I would like to know. And I'm so excited that you're homeschooling a high schooler. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, so come back in the comments and tell me what style of homeschooler you are if you know. There's a lot of great curriculum options for high school. What I will say as I'm waiting for your comment to come in, high school is definitely the time where you start outsourcing some of your classes, foreign languages, APs. Look at Hslda and the classes they have to offer. Academies like True North, Scholay. There's another one that's completely secular called Open Tent. And I would, that's when you kind of, I don't plan on teaching AP chemistry. I can tell you that much. I'm outsourcing that, so.
Jessica says secular.
Okay, yeah, secular. Yeah, look at Open Tent, look at Hslda. They offer classes, and outsource what you don't want to teach and teach what you want to. And I don't know what your giftings are. Are you more gifted in science, in the mathematics, or are you more gifted in the humanities? I'd love to know. Most curriculum companies go all the way through. So you're looking secular ones, or you're looking Bookshark. You're looking, a great one is Build Your Library. That's a secular living books approach to education all the way through 12th grade. Definitely don't ignore Khan Academy. Teaching Textbooks is a great math program, completely secular. If you're a hardcore math mom, Saxon, I don't use Saxon, but you can consider it. Yeah, I hope I'm answering your question. Come on with the questions. Oh yeah, I love everything. Jennifer, I love everything Charlotte Mason too. So I'm not a Charlotte Mason homeschooler, but I am a Charlotte Mason homeschooler when it comes to history, because I do not believe in textbooks for history. I personally have an MA in history. My graduate degree is in history, and I will not let my kids touch a history textbook. That is a formula for making children hate history. Won't do it. Secular options for history are Build Your Library and Bookshark. Faith-based options for history are Ambleside Online, Simply Charlotte Mason, and of course, you guys know Beautiful Feet Books, who I love.
Any tips to transition?
You didn't ask. I probably shouldn't have told you.
Any tips to transition back into the swing of things after the holidays?
Oh, after the holidays. So here's the thing. Some moms feel like they need to transition in and ease into homeschooling after the holidays. I've tried that. It might work for your family. It doesn't work for mine. What my kids end up asking is, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Okay, am I only doing this? Am I only doing this? I function much better if I tell the kids, we all do, it's a full school day. Boom, it's a full school day. So they have that expectation in their head, but I also know they're not going to complete as much because they've just had 3 weeks off, right? So although I tell them it's a full school day, I say, oh, good, you've done 20 minutes of math. We're done. Let's move on to language arts. Where usually it's like, oh, no, you need to finish 2 pages in your math. I do it that way when we're easing in after the holidays so that they're still knocking off the subjects that we have prioritized and that we have in our schedule. But I have more grace. And I need grace for myself too. Oh, hi, Mom of Girls. I seen where you emailed me yesterday and today. Thank you you are so welcome. Who are you though? What's your first name? I probably remember emailing you. I don't know if you guys realize it, but I reply to the emails. It's me replying to them. I still can do that. I don't know if I'll be able to forever, but right now I do. And I try to really get on it, you guys. I try my hardest. Welcome. Come on in. Ask your homeschooling questions. I don't know if you guys realize, but the doors to my community are open if you want to homeschool your kids with me. And together, if you need mentoring, if you feel lost, if you feel like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to fail. If you don't feel like you have support in your real physical life, my community is pretty awesome. We're doing some really cool things in there, and it's in the founding members phase. If you want more information about my community, just ask in the comments here tonight, and I'm happy to share. But otherwise, I'm going to answer your homeschooling questions.
And the link is?
Yeah, the link is in my bio. You can check it out. The link is right in my bio.
Chastity asks, how do you schedule?
Oh, Kristen, are you in it? Are you in the community? Do I have mom? Okay, if you're in my community, you've already joined and you've done your first Zoom with me. Will you say it? I want to know who's here that I've met already. Oh my goodness. You guys, I love you. This is so fun. Are you guys offended? Or it's Friday. Are you? No, really, because I don't want to I just want to wait for the comments.
Turn up, she says. Turn up.
Okay, insert catchy crunchy. Are you in my community? Can we be best friends? You guys, I think it's rule number 7 in my community. I should check. Wait. I have rules. Wait, what rule is it? Oh yeah, it's rule number 8. It's right here. It says, drinking, yes. Being drunk, no. I think that's fair. I think it's fair. Okay, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Well, I get, don't flag me though. Because TikTok has these guidelines. Okay. Or should I go like this? Should I go like that? Okay, good. Who else has wine? I feel so much better. It's fair. Drinking, yes. Being drunk, no. I think it's completely fair especially because we're going to have fun nights. In my community, we're going to have a favorite things party in December. We have to be able to have a little fun. Okay, let me take a quick sip.
So Real Craft, I want to know more about your community. Just started researching on homeschooling.
Okay, awesome.
She also supports you drinking wine.
Okay, well then you're welcome in my community. So this happens to be a really good bottle. Okay, wait, can I just tell you a side story? You don't want to hear about homeschooling, do you? So we're members of only 2 wine clubs. 2. We're from California. We live in Denver now, but we're members of 2 wine clubs. And the wine clubs we stayed members of are kind of nice. We just couldn't let it go because the deal was so good. Well, we don't have any bad wines right now in the house. So I never bring wine to Alive, but this is a really good. Is this a Justin?
Yeah.
Do you guys know Justin? Do you know that winery? We get the wines on a really good discount because we're members. And this is a wine that you probably should save for when you have company over. But I didn't. Okay. Okay, sorry. What was the
question? She wanted to know,
about the community or?
How to join.
Okay, how to join.
Just starting research.
Oh, yes. Okay,
so
good.
Yeah.
You are the perfect candidate. If you are just beginning your homeschooling journey or in your first year, please consider joining me. We are doing 2 things in my community. It's a lofty goal. It's what no one else is doing. But if you have followed me on TikTok, you already know my heart. I am combining the philosophical with the practical in my community. Okay, let me explain what that means. We have our toddlers, we have our babies, and we have our school-aged kids, and we're like, how am I going to get through my freaking day? This is so hard. My house is a mess. How do you even have a schedule? Do your kids do chores? Why are my kids fighting like crazy? So that's like the practical aspect of my community where we give you tips, tricks, strategies. I have recruited and have in there veteran mentor homeschooling moms to help you, including myself. The other aspect that is equally as important, and people don't realize this. The other aspect that's equally as important is the mind and the heart behind homeschooling. I am stopping at nothing to build the next generation of future leaders in the homeschooling space, whether that's in your own local sphere or beyond. And that takes the heart work. So if you are someone who is doubting yourself, I'm worried I'm going to mess up my kids. Will my kid be socially awkward and not function in life? I feel so alone. I'm going to mess up. That's not the practical side. That is the philosophical side. You aren't free yet. You're not free yet. So what we do in my community is we are combining these two things where we are asking those good questions. What is an education, for example? And we're asking ourselves to prioritize in our hearts and our minds, like, what do I actually want for my kid in their education? Working on those things together while still working on the practical aspects of the day-to-day. So in my community, we have monthly themes. This month's theme is how to survive the holidays. In the February, we're going to have homeschool burnout. We all feel burnt out in February. I'm totally burnt out. What am I going to do? I talked to a therapist today. I asked her to come in to talk about and she is a homeschool mom who is a working therapist. And I asked her, will you come in and talk about what self-care actually is? Because what our society says self-care is spending money, go getting a massage and getting a manicure, and then coming home to a totally messy house and having to still cook dinner. And you just spent a ton of money and are totally stressed still. And she was so excited about doing that. So I'm going to be bringing in specialists. We have already office hours where it's a mentoring time where you ask me and a veteran homeschool mom questions. I'm going to have someone in there with me. We're also doing really cool deliverables. This is what I'm super excited about. So once a month, we're going to be offering something that helps you be the cool homeschool mom, but we're planning it for you. So it's like a theme day. One example that we kicked around that we might do is like Snowflake Day, where you read an amazing Snowflake Bentley as a book, and then you discuss snow and why every snowflake is different. And then you make paper snowflakes, and then this and that and the other. So kind of like a one-day unit study where you feel like we become the spontaneous homeschool moms that we want to be, but we do not have time to be. So one day a month, your kids are going to wake up and you're going to say, you know what? It's theme day. We're going to go to the museum and do all of this stuff at the museum or whatever. So we're doing that. We're offering that as a deliverable once a month. And just general mentoring, because the one thing I've seen is we're all worried we're going to mess our kids up, and we all need connection and community. And so anyway, if you're interested, I want to get back to your questions. If you're interested in my community, go to the link in my bio and just read about it. Now, it is in the founders phase right now, and that is closing December 15th. And I'll stop there. It has to close. I can explain why later. But I need to dig in with my founding members so we can really hash out what we want this community to look like in the future. The doors will reopen in the spring, but at full price. Right now, it's half price because you're agreeing to be a founding member with me, which is kind of a special thing. But also, it's not going to be perfect right away. Anyway, okay, homeschooling questions.
Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
Alvazar. Wait, I live in Denver area.
No way, Samantha!
I'm a mama to new homeschool and loving it and have loved your videos.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Samantha, that's so cool that you're in the Denver area. I love it.
Elsie Bartels.
Oh, I see you guys. You guys are already, I see you mamas who are already in there. Yay, I'm so glad you're loving it in there so far. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Any advice on trying to have grandparents understand why you're homeschooling?
Yes.
They believe in public.
Okay, so here's the deal. With unsupportive family and friends, I separate unsupportive spouses. That's a whole nother category. Right now, I'm going to talk about unsupportive family and friends. Generally speaking, what I do is I say you need to put those people into one of two categories. Either they have a growth mindset or they do not. The growth mindset is they really do want what's best for their grandkids. And they just maybe don't know enough about homeschooling yet. And if they were exposed to the data, the information, your passion, and all the things that homeschooling could be, if they just need more information to be convinced, that's what I would consider them being in a growth mindset. They could, though, be not on that mindset. This is where more of the narcissists live, over here, where it doesn't matter. I'm not saying your in-laws or your parents are narcissists. I'm just explaining that those people live in this area. That is where there is nothing that you could say, do, prove, show, book you could hand them, nothing would convince them that homeschooling is a healthy option. If they are in this category, your only option, sadly, is boundary setting. And boundary setting is the only thing that can save the relationship as well. I have a friend. You're not here tonight, are you? My friend Nicole. She got I was so mad when she told me what her extended family did over Thanksgiving. They were just berating her and then quizzing her son. It was just awful, and saying, you need to be doing this and this and this and that and the other, and telling her what she needed to do for her own son. And she's like, you know what? So she is trained. She is, I don't know. Yeah, she's a trained social worker. And so she knew, she's like, you know what? Discussions about my son's education are going to be off limits. And she said it in a really nice way. And that was that. And if they violate that, then they're going to, that's going to be a problem. So that's what I would say about unsupportive friends and family. Either they are in a growth mindset where they also want what's best for your kid, and they will grow if you give them the right information and all of that, or they're not, and you have to just set boundaries. Did you see the troll?
Yeah, I blocked the troll.
Did you guys see the troll?
Punk.
Well, is he wrong?
No, yes, he's wrong.
He's wrong?
Yes.
Really?
You look amazing.
No, uptight and bossy.
I know.
I mean, cheers to being uptight and bossy. I don't know if he's or she is wrong on that, though.
Caitlin Burrow. Son is in a co-op for pre-K, and we're loving it. Interested in homeschooling next year and where to start.
For pre-K?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're in pre-K now.
Yeah.
So they go to kinder.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, homeschooling kindergarten is so fun. You're going to love it. And if you don't know where to start, I have a 26-page free how to homeschool guide. It's a link in my bio, and it's completely free. Go grab it. It'll be really helpful, and it will help you get your bearings.
Oh, you're so sweet. They're saying, no, not bossy, leadership.
Thank you.
That's so sweet.
People are uncomfortable with strong women. You guys, off the record. I had a pretty uncomfortable business meeting yesterday where someone tried to devalue me. And I had to stand up for myself to a man in the homeschool space. So.
Samantha says.
Yeah. Samantha! I know Samantha!
Wait, she's the one who lives in Denver, I think.
Yeah!
What's so fun is I just received your text today about the video.
What? Did you watch that video? Because that video is not on TikTok. I might put that video on TikTok next week or in a couple days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good.
Maria.
Oh, spill the tea. I don't know if I can. Spill the tea. Oh. What? Okay, can I just process what I could say?
What?
Let's just say there are some aspects of the homeschool world that are pretty patriarchal. Is that the right word? Patriarchal? Patriarchal. And they don't realize that it's women who are running it. And they don't want to admit it. And, but that's that. I know. I don't want to be, yeah. We all come across that. We all come across people that want to devalue us. So.
Brittany Younger. So my husband keeps harping on how he feels our kids are behind because they struggle to read.
Behind. Okay, yeah.
How do I get him on board with helping them learn, not telling them they are behind?
Yes. Okay, so your kids are struggling to learn how to read. And I don't know how old your kids are. But your husband is concerned about them not knowing how to read. One, I would ask you, are you concerned? Are you concerned? Because if you are concerned and you feel like, no, maybe they should be reading a little bit more by now, that's a whole nother discussion that we can have. But if this is where I think you are, if you're like, no, they're learning according to their own pace and they're doing awesome and we're chugging along just fine, then I so many, can we have double taps? I want you guys to put the ages that your kids were fluent readers.
Brittany is 8644. Oldest is dyslexic.
Okay, 8644. Oldest is dyslexic. It's not uncommon for a dyslexic not to be able to read fluently until 10. And it could be that your dyslexic child, I don't want to say dyslexic like it's like the label of them. Your child, the better way I prefer to say it, is your child with dyslexia, which does not define him or her. She or he is perfect the way they are and has incredible value and assets. So, but I will say that learning to read is harder and you might need remediation, something like Barton reading or logic of English, if you start to get concerned. But you can help children with dyslexia learn to be fluent readers. It's absolutely possible, and there's programs out there that can help you, like Barton reading is one. The one warning I will have about Barton reading, it's a program that requires tutoring twice a week, and you can get a lame tutor. So do not have any patience, even for 1 second, if you don't like your Barton tutor. Done. We don't have time for that. Your kid's already struggling in their reading. We don't need work. We don't need it worse. So make sure you love your Barton tutor, because there's like trillions of certified Barton tutors in the world, and not all of them are great. I'm just going to say.
Coco says, I didn't fully learn to read until I was 9.
Yes.
And I was public school.
Yes, completely. It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon, and it's totally fine. Yes. Yep, parents can do it too. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Leda Ray Reynolds. I didn't start homeschooling till last year, and my daughter is behind because of being in.
Yes, behind because of being. I was just working on a TikTok tonight and editing it, and I was looking at statistics. Only 37% of high school seniors graduate high school being proficient readers. Not good, like proficient. Only 37%. And people come after homeschoolers to say our kids are behind? Excuse me. It's like, it's unbelievable. I often feel like what we're accused of is exactly what the other side is guilty of.
Yeah. Great question from Maria Garcia.
Hi, Maria.
How did you go from working to homeschooling?
Yes, so I work.
About paying my bills, or else I would quit now.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So I do work. I am a full-time working homeschool mom, but I will say I work from home and I choose my hours. So I wake up at 4:45 and get several hours of work done before my kids even wake up. And then I homeschool them. And then I work again in the early afternoon before we go to our afternoon activities. And then I work at night. That works for us. Have I had to make sacrifices? Yes, I don't have regular evening events like with my friends. I do those, like, not regular. I do those like, hey, let's have a girls' night. Let's go out to dinner. Yeah, great. And I can schedule my work around that. But in terms of like several nights a week where I'm out, no, I'm working. So I don't know if your job is flexible like that. And what I will say is not everyone can homeschool, at least not right this second in the particular job that you have. What I will say is that I have been amazed at what I have witnessed women do when they are determined to home educate their kids and they did not have the means to do it. I have been amazed at the plans they have put in place and executed over time to be able to do that. I have known families that have moved states to a more affordable place to live in order to home educate. I have known parents to change their jobs to be in a mobile position, like a home at working at home position, to be able to home educate. So if it's something that you desperately want to do, and I'm not saying you can do this because not everyone can, you can put yourself and try to think about how, okay, what is a long-term plan? Maybe a 1-year plan where I can work myself and my family into a position where I can home educate. If that's even possible, I don't know if it is. And okay, so she's like, I'm a teacher. So I know a lot of teachers who have exited the teaching profession and they go and they teach on OutSchool. They start a homeschool pod. They start a cottage school, a micro school in their home. There are lots of things that you can do as a teacher that can help you earn extra income. Now, will you have the same benefits? No. You probably won't earn the same. I'm just being honest. You probably won't. So I don't know if it's going to be feasible for you. But anyway, I'm inspired by a lot of the moms out there and what they've been able to accomplish. But that is no judgment or mom shaming to someone who is not in that position whatsoever as well.
Lazy homeschool mom. Yes, we moved from Europe to the USA to be able to homeschool.
Wow. Okay, were you in a country that, like Germany, where homeschooling is illegal? Just curious.
Yeah.
By the way, the reason why homeschooling is illegal in Germany is that's a leftover law from the Third Reich. Just think about that for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, she said yes. Yeah. Katana Kids. Hey, I'm a new homeschooling
Hi, Mari.
mom.
That's so sweet.
Katana Kids. I'm a new homeschooling mom.
New homeschooling mom. Can we all give her some hearts? Double tap your screen. Anybody else a brand new homeschool mom in here? We want to support you. If you feel like you need community, if you feel lost, you don't know what to do, you're worried about messing up your kids, consider joining my community. We do mentoring in there. We do lots of Zoom calls, lots of FaceTime with me, awesome deliverables, tips, tricks, and strategies. We're in the founding members phase right now. It will close December 15th. I will not accept any new members after December 15th. It will not reopen until the spring. So if it's something that interests you, go to the link in my bio and just read up about it to see if that interests you. You can also email me with questions about it too. Yay, first year. Oh, look at all you first new homeschooling moms. We have so many brand new homeschooling moms in my community. We also have quite a few moms whose kids are 2 years old, and they're looking to start homeschooling preschool next year. We're going to make subgroups in my community so that you're in the major community, but you're also in subgroups like moms of preschoolers, moms of high schoolers, that type of a thing. So
McKenna says, do you have a program curriculum? My oldest is only 2.5, but I'm thinking of starting preschool.
Yes. No, I do not personally make or sell curriculum, but a great one. Actually, there's quite a few really good preschool curriculums. I would look at The Good and the Beautiful. I would look at, that is religious. I would look at Homegrown Preschooler, that is secular. Sunlight, that is religious. Bookshark is secular. So there are lots of great options for, oh darn it, I'm forgetting the Waldorf one. It'll come to me probably in the middle of the night. Anyway. Yeah, definitely. Homeschooling preschool is so fun, and there's great programs out there. It's a lot about play, early reading skills, phonics, early counting, and reading out loud to your child and having a lot of fun.
Jimexio says, please advise on homeschool high school program.
Yes. So that homeschooling high school, I would start with Hslda. I would reach out. They have classes. You can also sign up for online homeschool academies for courses that you are not comfortable teaching yourself, like AP Chemistry. There are tons of amazing homeschool academies where your child, your high schooler, can do live online classes, tons of in-person co-ops where, a lot of these co-ops, they get like retired college professors to teach homeschool kids chemistry, physics, trigonometry, and those people love teaching homeschoolers because they're just well-behaved, respectful kids who enjoy learning. So look at in-person co-ops, go on Facebook, look at for the different groups of homeschooling high schoolers. There are tons of resources. Most curriculum companies go all the way through 12th. Have no worries about that. You absolutely can get what you need. Oh my goodness, Courtney. Yay! I'm so glad you're loving the community. I love having you there. You're so sweet. Anybody else in Thrive who's in my live tonight? Oh my goodness. I love you guys.
People are asking.
Oh, hi, Julie. I just emailed you, Julie. Yeah.
Oh, people are just asking, where are you located?
Oh, I live in Denver, but my community is virtual. It's online. You can go to the link in my bio. Yay, Julie. I'm so excited. Are you joining tonight? I'm curious. Oh, hi, Daisy Chain Principals. Kendra's here. I'm so fancy. Look at you guys. Elise, you're here too. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. It has been so fun in there. It's just bubbling with activity, isn't it? Oh, look, someone is in Denver, Littleton. Awesome. I love that. I love it. Okay, do we have more?
We do.
Homeschool. Okay, tons of homeschool questions.
I'm a few years off from homeschooling, but very interested. Pregnant with first.
Oh, pregnant with first. Oh, awesome. It's probably, okay, so I wouldn't join my community. You're pregnant with your first. I wouldn't quite yet. Will you email me? You know what I'm going to do? One, don't join my community. Don't start paying me money. It's too early. Email me and I'm going to give you some books to read. While you're pregnant, as your kids are young, just over the years, because you have a good 3 years before you're starting. So if you email me, I'm going to email you back with some really good books to read to get you on the road to home education. And then I have a couple questions for you too. Because if you're secular or if you're faith-based, that will change my book recommendations for you. So that's not an empty offer. I do want you to email me. Does anyone else have wine? Do you mind if I drink my wine? Don't report me to TikTok. I'm serious.
Hey, Brittany Younger, have you heard of the program Reading Eggs?
Oh yeah, Reading Eggs is great. I love Reading Eggs.
Jen says, any recommendations for 4th grade math? I have a hands-on learner, so it's a struggle with a workbook.
4th grade math. Look at teaching textbooks. Or Life of Fred. Those are two kind of out of the box. Thank you, Kendra. I know you're breastfeeding still, but you can have one glass, right? What are the rules nowadays? It's been so long since I've had a baby. I remember being able to drink like a glass of wine while I was nursing, if I remember correctly. I don't know what the rules are now. Like back when I was pregnant, I couldn't have sushi. I couldn't have deli meat. What else could I not have? I think all the rules have changed though, right? Like nowadays, because I was pregnant so long ago. Oh, okay, a glass or two is fine. Okay, good. Enjoy. The problem is that we only had really nice wines, and so I just had dinner. So this is the glass of wine I was having with dinner, and I was like, I'm loving this glass of wine. So I brought it with me to our live.
Tanya says, my husband and I are very interested in a hybrid homeschool model.
Yes, love it.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I love hybrids. Lots of names for hybrids. Micro schools, cottage schools, enrichment days, homeschool collaboratives. People are just naming their hybrids what they want to name them. Pods, that's another name. They're great. And you know what? Those types of arrangements, those are what's enabling this army of working homeschool moms to be able to homeschool. And I think they're absolutely fantastic. I think they're the future of homeschooling as well. I was talking recently to Lisa Naring, who owns True North Homeschool Academy, and I was telling her how thankful I am that she has started this. She does live classes for homeschoolers. We're just friends. I don't represent her at all. But I was just appreciating her because especially me as a homeschool mom, I need my kids to be in some live online classes to free up the burden because I have to work. I work. And I love working and I want to work.
Luzia and Stacy, they're both brand new to homeschooling. Luzia has 3 kids, 6, 5, and 7-month-old. We're thinking about homeschooling. Where do I start? Stacy Marie, I'm a new homeschool mom and I'm so stressed.
Okay, number 1, have you gotten my 26-page free homeschool guide? It's 26 pages. It costs you nothing and it's good. It's good. And it's pink. I made sure it was pink. Number 2.
Oh, she says yes. She got it.
Oh, good. Yay. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Good. Number 2, you are a perfect candidate. I want to extend a personal invitation to you. Would you consider joining my community? We have so many brand new homeschooling moms in there. 1, you will not be alone. They all feel lost too. But also, I have myself and tons of seasoned homeschool moms in there to mentor you and to guide you and to tell you the truths that you need to hear to deschool yourself. So if that's something that interests you, please consider that. We can really help you in there. The link is in my bio and we're in the founding members phase. What that means is the founding members, it's half off until December 15th. On December 15th, I am closing the doors. So this group of women and a couple men, we are the founding members and we are building the foundation for this community. It will reopen and launch for reals in the spring at full price. But by being a founding member, you are also agreeing to helping me work out the kinks, figure out the best times we all should be meeting over Zoom, and all those types of things. So that's why I offer it for half price. You get value right away. You get FaceTime with me right away. But at the same time, it's not perfect yet. It's not perfect. You're a founding member of it, but you get to be part of this amazing foundation for what's going to be so cool later. So go to the link in my bio and that explains everything. And I'm not lying. I am closing the doors on December 15th because I cannot onboard people after that time. The onboarding process takes time. And because we need to get to work and we need to build this thing out together. So please join. You will get value right away. On Monday, I have office hours already where you can ask your homeschooling questions.
McKenna says, what's the price? Can I join even though I only have a 2.5-year-old?
2.5-year-old is perfect. There are so many. In fact, when you join, say, I have a 2.5-year-old. Anybody else? There are so many women in there with 2-year-olds because they know they want to homeschool. They feel completely lost. We're making a subgroup of homeschooling preschool because you're going to start homeschooling when your child's 3. You're going to do preschool. And so this is the time, the best time where you, before you're beginning, you can not only learn how you want to do this, but you can get a lot of security as well. So yes, it is absolutely a fit for you. The other great thing is you're going to be able to attend workshops and Zooms where you are going to be listening to women ahead of you, asking questions, and you're going to learn so much. For example, on an office hours, we might have a mom in there who's saying, okay, how am I going to homeschool high school? How do I prepare for the SATs? And you might not have a kid yet who is that age, but the privilege of being able to see that vision and that roadmap and knowing, oh, there is a plan for high school and this is what I'm going to do. And okay, yeah, that's really cool. That is so helpful. It's what I wish I had when I began. Because when I began, I only had other women who had the same aged kids as me, which that is really great because your kids are friends. But also we need mentoring. We need mentoring, especially the modern homeschool mom of today, because society is telling us lies that we're going to mess up our kids are going to be socially awkward, they're not going to function in society, and then we have the voices in our head. I'm going to mess up. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Can I actually do this? And so that is what the community is for. In addition to just plain old practical help. How do I get through my freaking day? My house is a mess. So we're combining the practical help with the more philosophical help on the road to being really confident homeschool moms. So please look at that and think about joining or join tonight. Let me know if you have joined. Come into the comments and tell me if you have. Okay.
Elsie did.
You have some water.
She has a two-year-old.
Yay, yes!
And she loved meeting the group already.
Yes, so I saw you in there, Elsie. Yeah, and there are so many women with 2-year-olds. It's really the perfect age. Yeah, everything's in the bio, in my bio, you guys, right on my TikTok bio. Oh my goodness. Oh, my nails? Okay. Look they're different. It's like a smoky and I do not spend money on my nails. I buy those, yeah, that's a better, you know what the influencers do? They go like this, right? They hold I buy those Dashing Diva nails, but I buy the ones that you have to cure under the light. Because one, I don't have the money to do these fancy schmancy nails at the salon. And two, I can't handle the time it takes to do those. I am crawling up the walls when I go and get my nails done at a salon. So I buy these stickers, but the stickers, when you put them under the blue light, they get hard and they stay for 2 weeks. And I think they're pretty cute. Yeah, this is like a smoky thing, and then this is like the burgundy. Anyway, thank you. You're so sweet.
Melissa asks, would a faith-based hybrid school be problematic for our 5-year-old if we aren't religious at home?
It shouldn't be, but they might make you sign a statement of faith, though. So that might be an issue for you. If you have problems with signing a statement of faith, you might not be able to attend the school. That's my only concern, but otherwise it shouldn't be a problem. If you don't mind your child learning in a faith-based environment. So,
yeah. Stacy Marie Stanton, but how do you handle having to work with the school district?
I don't work with the school district. I refuse to work with the school district. In fact, Denver offers public school options for homeschoolers, like drop-off days. They're called enrichment days at charter schools. I'm not interested.
She says Ohio requires it.
Oh, okay. Ohio requires what?
That.
Is that the only way to legally homeschool in Ohio? Is Ohio one of those high regulation states? I should double check. Contact Hslda to see if there's another way to legally homeschool in Ohio. And I could be wrong. It could be that way. There are a couple high regulation states that are really annoying. So, but I don't know. I don't have memorized all of the state laws because there's a lot of states and each state has several homeschooling laws. So I don't know them all. But there are a couple high regulation states, though, and you might be in one.
B. Kayla says, is the group you're starting mainly toward, like, how to homeschool?
Okay, so my group is 2 things. It is, one, it's homeschool mentoring. It's you becoming a confident homeschooler. But at the same time, it's the practical tips, tricks, strategies, how to get through your homeschooling day. We have a theme every month, and we have a workshop on that theme. I'm bringing in specialists and experts into the community to teach some of these workshops. We have discussion groups, we have office hours, and we also have deliverables, worksheets. And like our deliverable for December is you get the Holly and Ivy guide, the one that is for sale in my bio. You get that completely free when you join. So we have deliverables every month that's kind of will help you be a really fun, spontaneous homeschool mom, but you need everything planned for you in order to do that. So we have that, but we have monthly themes. So February is going to be, we're looking at homeschool burnout. Every June, our theme will be how to pick and choose curriculum for your family, because that's when we all are buying our curriculum. We're having a theme month on self-care, what that really means. I'm already looking into and about to talk to several parenting experts about how to manage some things like sibling rivalry and problems that we have in our home. So the group is, number one, practical day-to-day help. How do I get through my day? But my heart is I don't want to stop there. Because this other side is we really need to become confident homeschool moms. We need to tell ourselves the truth when the doubts creep into our minds. Am I good enough? I'm not going to be able to teach my kids. I'm going to mess them up. I'm not smart enough to teach them. These things, I'm not a certified teacher. What business do I have trying to teach my kids? Those are all part of what we call the deschooling process. And those are we need to ask ourselves the really good questions about what is an education? What is it? What is it? Because our school system says it's just stuffing a bucket with information and then regurgitating. But in the homeschool world, we're like, no. And education is more about the cultivation of a human being. And facts don't really have much to do with that. And education might be more about skills or empathy or vulnerability, right? And so also in the group, it's an equal emphasis on this deschooling process and this intellectual endeavor. And so for this reason, it might not be a fit for everyone because we're digging deep. Why am I doing that? Because I am raising up the future leaders in the homeschool space, whether you are going to end up a leader in your local sphere or beyond. That is my goal, to raise up an army of confident women and a couple men or two that will be the future leaders in the space. And I'm stopping at nothing, you guys. I'm stopping at nothing because we need to change how America feels about homeschooling. And no one else is doing a group like this. There's groups that offer you practical help, or that you can join communities that are like, oh, here's a nature study lesson once a week, once a month. No. We're digging deep. It's like a combination of a support group and practical help. It's mentoring. It's what my heart is. It's like my TikToks. I do fun TikToks and practical help stuff, but a lot of my TikToks are going a little bit, they're touching on deeper stuff. So you can join in my bio. Go to my bio, click on it, and the founding members phase is open until December 15th. And I am closing it because I need me and the founding members, we got to stop accepting new people and dig in together and build the foundation for what the group is going to be, because the group is reopening in the spring at full price. Right now it's half price. Because why is it half price? I feel like it's fair because it's not perfect yet. We're working it out. So if you're not up for being a part of watching me mess up and being flexible with Zoom times in the beginning, and that, if you're not comfortable with that, if you need a group to be totally perfect, then don't join the founding phase. Don't do it because it's great right now, but it's not perfect quite yet. So it won't be a fit for you if that's the case. But if you are interested, please go to the link in my bio. And I would love to have you there.
Kendra's so sweet.
I know, Kendra. She is so sweet.
Yeah.
I love you, Kendra.
Tanya, do you ever have a concern that your kids won't listen to you when you teach them?
Yeah. Scott's laughing. Yeah. The thing about, I feel like with homeschooling, and this is why we are going to bring in parenting experts into the community too, is you really have to be willing to grow on the parenting front to be able to homeschool. Otherwise, homeschooling can be pretty miserable for mom. I've had to do a lot of work on my parenting to get to a place where I am happy and it's life-giving for me. So, okay, another question.
Julie Larson asks, "Hey Christy,
hi Julie.
When do you worry about a late reader?"
Oh man, when do I worry about a late reader? Well, to answer your question, I do look at the learning profile first. So, I was in education for 20 years and I've read thousands of IEPs. So before I worry about a late reader, I want to know what their learning profile is. Is there any dyslexia? Have they had interventions? Is there a vision problem, a tracking problem? So many things can go into why we have a late reader. And I would say 9 or 10 is when I started to feel like, yeah, we need to get this kid some intervention. And some parents feel like they want the intervention before that because they're starting to see signs of some stuff going on learning wise. We would often get the kids around 3rd grade, right, babe? 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Where the schools were calling us and saying, we have a 4th grader who isn't reading. And we wouldn't get calls much before then, 3rd and 4th grade. So, yeah, that's about the age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn's me. What's the average cost to homeschool a year?
The average cost to homeschool is between $700 and $1,800 a year. And then the price goes down in consecutive years because you reuse your resources. Because you buy a curriculum and then, okay, so let me give you an example with our math curriculum. I buy consumables with my math curriculum, but I never have to buy another teacher's guide. The teacher's guides are super expensive, way more expensive than the workbooks that your kids are in. But once I buy the teacher book for the first time, I never have to buy another teacher book again, unless I change curriculum. So, and people accuse homeschool of being really expensive, and the reality is you can make it super expensive. You can go crazy. You can also use the library and use free programs as well. You can homeschool for completely free if you wanted to. What I will say about homeschooling for free is it is a lot more work for mom. It really is. That's just the reality. And so if you have the time to homeschool for free, it's possible. The other thing I like to remind parents of is don't think that you're getting public school for free. You're having the fundraisers. You're buying all the back to school clothes, all the back to school shoes. You're buying the lunches. There are financial costs to public school. In addition to financial costs, there's other costs as well to our kids' hearts and minds when your kids are in public school.
Yana Syke, she says, I have a master's degree, but I'm afraid that my children won't get all their material. Mm-hmm. And if I could confidently homeschool, I would save thousands in Catholic school costs.
Oh, you can confidently homeschool. Are you kidding? The resources we have available to us are world-class resources. You absolutely can. No question. I was talking to someone yesterday, and was it the mom that didn't finish high school or the dad? We were talking to both of them.
Maybe both.
Was it both of them?
Maybe.
One of them dropped out of college, one of them dropped out of high school. I forget what. But their kids are grown, and one's a lawyer and one's a doctor, went all the way through graduate school. And they're like, I homeschooled my kids all the way through high school without having a degree myself. Why? We're not dumb. We can find the good resources. When we can't teach something, we find someone who can. That's what homeschooling is. So you can absolutely do this, no question. Grab my 26-page free How to Homeschool guide. Definitely grab that before you leave tonight. That will help you. And then email me. Email me if you have any questions, okay?
Oh, Melissa just joined the group.
Melissa! Yay! Awesome. I'm so glad you joined the group. Yay! How fun. I can't wait to meet you on Zoom. Very soon, after the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'll meet you before then because I'm going to DM you. Oh, look at you guys are so sweet. Yay!
Any thoughts on part-time school and part-time homeschool?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's an option for moms who work because we need some help. There are so many hybrid programs, co-ops, drop-off days, cottage schools, pods, all of that we can access. So I think they're great.
Nikki Nix just sent you a bunch of roses.
Oh my goodness. I got roses?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
First year homeschooler, how many years or how long is the school day supposed to be?
Well, it depends on the age. And in my 26-page guide, I have a chart for age and how many hours. Go get that guide. It's 26 pages. It's totally free. And I have a chart in there. I also have a section in there on what a loop schedule is. If you are currently a homeschool mom and don't know what a loop schedule is, get that guide because it may be something to consider. It makes a lot of homeschools run a lot more smoothly. A loop schedule. I really like them. Yay! Twin mama bear. Do you have twins? Twins. Twin mama bear, do you have twins? I'll wait for your answer.
What does your typical homeschool day look like?
Okay, well, it depends on my age child. For my early elementary kids, hi. Oh my goodness, you guys are so sweet. Yay. For my early elementary, I'll start with early elementary. My older child is pretty darn independent. And we meet up to discuss things, and we have accountability meetings and great discussions. But other than that, he is on his own. He is responsible for his own education, and we've worked towards that since he was about 7. So for my early elementaries who are still working on their independence, my kids wake up, they make their beds, they clean up their rooms, they come down, and we do 2 subjects before breakfast. My kids are morning kids. They think really well. Math is their least favorite subject, so we start with math. What do they say? Swallow the frog or the toad or whatever. It works for us. Everyone's a lot happier if math is under our belt before we kind of start our day. Then we get 2 subjects done before breakfast. We eat breakfast. I love making don't call me extra. And there's no shaming here. I like a hot breakfast. So I will cook my kids a hot breakfast. And then we do a whole big cleanup. Then we go into our morning time, which is wonderful. That's when we're doing read alouds. We are reading poetry. We are singing, learning about composers. That's all done. Oh, we're doing history at that time. We're doing science. All of that is as a family. It's not a grade level thing. It's as a family. One of the tricks to executing homeschooling really well is figuring out the subjects that you can teach all your kids together. It's really helpful. Like think one-room schoolhouse, Little House on the Prairie. Then after morning time, we break up and we do our grade leveled subjects. So that's math. We already have done math. Well, we do math twice a day because we do the math book. But then the second math of our day is we do math facts. So we do math twice a day. Okay. Not that you have to. That's what works for our family. And then we go into the grade level subjects. So that's the spelling, the phonics, the reading, the grammar, the language arts. So, and then we're done. We're done before lunch. That's an example of early elementary. Older kids, a little bit longer. My oldest has 2 live online classes. And on those days, he is homeschooling a little bit longer, but never past 2 I would say. And that's with a really long 2 big cleanups, because we eat a big breakfast and we do a big cleanup, and then we eat lunch and do a big cleanup. So don't think that my kids are actually doing work that whole time either. It's just all part of the homeschool day. It's just not really separated. Okay, sorry.
We should wrap.
Oh no, we have to wrap up. Okay.
But yeah.
And then usually I like to share how the group came about. If anyone wants to hear the history of how the group came about, let me know, because I can share that before I go.
Kayla and Kendra have a question.
Okay.
Do you wake up before your kids? Asked Kayla.
Yes.
And Kendra says, yeah, love that you do math facts. Hate that they took those out of public school.
I know. It's awful.
And what time do you have breakfast?
Okay. So you guys need to remember that I work full time. So I wake up at 4:45. And my kids start their school around 7. I think our oldest starts at 6:15. By choice, not because of and we go to bed early, by the way. Like it's 8. Usually I'm pretty much heading to bed by 8:30 every night. Not tonight, but usually. What was the other question?
What time is breakfast? Kendra wanted to know.
Oh, breakfast is at 7:50. If you want to know the exact time. Now Monday morning, you're going to be like, Christy's eating breakfast right now, and I probably am.
Yana says, when do you get your time to do your house chores?
Well, we do we have chore charts. We have a system. I'm going over this in my group. We're going to have a whole theme month on how to keep your house clean and what chores you can give your kids at what ages. Because kids can do chores a lot earlier than you think. And part of that has to do with habit stacking, which is really helpful in terms of keeping a tidy house. So keeping our house tidy is part of our daily rhythm of our days. It's not really separated from schoolwork. We eat, we clean up, we do morning time. We do some more schoolwork. We eat again. We do our afternoon chores before we have any free time. So it's all stacked as a habit. So I know it's going to be great.
Yeah, we should go soon.
Okay, we do need to go soon. If you have any more questions, ask.
Space Trace says, where is the group?
The group is in my bio. It is open until December 15th, and then I have to close the doors. This is the founding members. You are agreeing, if you join, you're agreeing to be a founding member. You're agreeing that this is not perfect, but this is pretty cool. And I want to help Christy start this, and we're going to work out the kinks together. And it is awesome right off the bat. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome right away, but it's not perfect. Ask anyone in here who's already in the group. We're like, what time should we have our office hours? Right? It's like, but it's awesome because already the discussions in there are phenomenal. And we're having workshops, discussion groups, office hours where you can come to me and cry if you need to, and I'll cry with you. We're also having deliverables every month. And like I said, the workshops are all theme related with what we are really struggling with. And part of being a founding member is like, hey, Christy, let's do this theme one month. And so we have themes like planned out, but if someone comes up with a better theme, we'll boot the themes we have and put that one in. I'm already talking to a therapist who's going to come in and talk about self-care. I am reaching out to some parenting experts that will help us with parenting. So some of the themes in the months are going to be people that I bring in that is no extra cost. We have to pay them a lot of money to come in, but it's no extra cost to you. It's part of your membership. And then you get free stuff every month as well.
And McKenna asks, did member pay half price always?
Yeah, so if you are a founding member, you pay that price for as long as you are in the group. If you are in the group for 10 years, you will be paying $20 for 10 years, even when the price is way higher. So it's just a thank you, and I appreciate you for being willing to help me and help me, work this out. I might mess up, and you having grace with me. And so I feel like it's fair. to say, look, you get half off if you're a founding member with me, and that price will never change. As long as you stay in the group, it will never change. In the spring, when the group opens, it will be full price. So, but right now, till December 15th, it's at half price.
Kayla says, do we have to join every meeting?
You do not have to join every meeting, and we are offering replays. If you can't make that particular time, but you were interested in the theme. So no. And the thing about this group is that this is not another thing for you to do. Our goal is for you to join and drink from the water, like breathe life, relax, get peace. We do not want this to be added to your task list. We want you to come because you know that you will be so glad that you came, and you will feel so much better about homeschooling after you came. But you can't make every meeting, and nor would you be expected to. And we offer replays for the workshops. So you'll always have access to watch those if you miss it.
Wendy says, what is this group?
This group it's my community that I just started. It's in the founding members phase.
Where is it?
And it's in my bio. So go check it out. It's open till December 15th. It's in the founding members phase. It's half off. I'm repeating myself a lot because you guys are asking me, but read what a founding member is before you agree, because it's half off for a reason, because we're working out the kinks together. It's not going to be perfect right away. So yeah, go to the link in my bio and check out the group. And it's open until December 15th. And it's going to reopen in the spring. Okay, so. Oh. I love you guys. Okay, so it is 8:33. It is time. I'm going to go. And see what the kids are doing. I hear drums. Are they...
That's Christmas music.
Oh, they're listening to Christmas music. And we have a train. We got out the train today that goes around the Christmas tree, and we got that out. Did you get the train to work, though, on the track?
Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln did. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, so love you guys. Can't wait to meet you in the community. Go to the link in my bio, and I will see you guys on the next live or in the group. I will introduce myself to you. If you join tonight, I'll introduce myself to you tomorrow. First thing. Okay. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.